What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James, readoptionagency.com, 22 years selling on eBay. And I did it again. What did I do, you may ask? The same old thing I always do. Change it up. But this time, well, I guess it's always out of frustration, but I think now I'm just kind of laying my foot down. It seems like out of all the different experiments I've been doing, changing things, you get the biggest response, say, the first 12 hours of making a change. For some reason, like you turn the promoted off that one time, and I started getting immediate results. And of course, it died down. Turn it back on, you start getting immediate results, then it dies down. So is the future of eBay changing something every day? Because no matter how you, I just haven't found that perfect formula yet, and it's kind of hard with the site issues. Even this morning, I had issues trying to take offers. And the tech boards are just flooded with people complaining about little things like that. Checkout issues, offer issues. I mean, it's just nonstop, of course. But I'm tired of worrying about it. I am tired of trying to fix something that I can't fix. I'm tired of the waiting game, hoping eBay will fix it this time, fix it this time, fix it this time, and nothing happens. So what I decided to do, well, give you a little context here. At about, I want to say 5:30 or so, I had like $300 in sales. And that was it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to turn off promotions. See if anything kicks up. So I leave it off for an hour and a half. Nothing comes through. It's 3 to 350, somewhere in there. So somewhere in there. So in that hour and a half, nothing really happens. So it's 7 o'clock. And I go to turn the promotions back on. And then two things hit me. One thing was, I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Being that late in the day, 7 o'clock-ish, still only having $350. It's going to be the worst day, even worse than that other day, in the last 20 years. So here we are, another step backwards, right? So the last time I had that such bad day, I got Vendu set up, I've got Poshmark set up, and I'm cross-listing. I've been cross-listing since, I think I'm on day 5 now. Unfortunately, not much is selling from there. Still only those three items. But still cross-listing. So it pushed me to do something. So this day pushed me to do something. So what did I do now? Well, I am tired of playing the game. I'm tired of... the volume game only works if eBay is allowing me to sell the volume. With all the site issues, eBay's not allowing me to sell the volume. It's just not working. Except for that first half of June, maybe the first 3 weeks of June, when I was back to selling 70 plus items a day. It's just not allowing it to happen. So, as I'm putting on the offers, I go, you know what? I'm tired of giving them all this money. If I'm going to have the crappiest day ever, they're going to get as little money from me as possible. So, while doing it, I don't like using dynamic because I've tried it before and never got any good results from it. So I saw the fixed, and it was set at 9. And normally I type in 15, This time it said 9 for some reason. So I go, you know what? It's staying at 9. So I just turned it on at 9%. So I went down from 15 down to 9%. And then a little, I don't know if I read it on video or not, a YouTube comment. There was actually a couple, maybe 2 or 3 different people who've kind of suggested this over time, and one the other day, and it kind of stuck out in my head at the moment, that said, it seems like eBay, or they would bet their house, maybe it was on Facebook, I don't remember. I don't know if that was the right comment. It bet their house on it. But anyway, one of them was saying, it seems like, or is, it feels like, eBay is limiting your sales depending on the value of your store. So that kind of stuck in my head. I'm like, okay, well, what's the best way to increase the value of your store to see if you get increased sales? Best way for me to do that is turn off my sales. I've been riding 30% off because that's what works volume-wise. But now that eBay's not giving me value, I'm like, I'm turning off my sales. I'm turning them off. They were supposed to end tonight, overnight, last night anyway, but I just turned them off at like 7. I'm like, screw it. I'm just turning them all off now. The only ones that I left on was the shot glasses at 50% off, just because I know they were overpriced. I did that just to list them quick. And then I played like a 10% off, a 30% off, and then a 50% off. So I've been selling them at each individual point. So they're at 50% off now. So I left that one on. I left the buy 2 or more media, get free shipping. And then I got a buy 3 or more hats, get free shipping. So I left those on. And then my 10% extra coupon is still on for another, it'll end tomorrow night. So I may turn that one back on, as kind of at least a little enticing. So I turned my sales, my 30% off. I'm like, you know what? This will raise the value of my store. Let's see if I get more sales. Also, too, I'm tired of not benefiting from this stuff. My volume game is jeopardized because of the issues, so I've got to stop playing the volume game. So turning the sales off will help do that also. So I can start getting closer to full price for my items. So at 7:30, just like the other times when you do something, you change something drastic, you get a response. At 7:30, I started getting a response. So before the response, 7:29-ish, if you will, I had $350. I was thinking about $350. So from 7 till 2 in the morning, that's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. So 7 hours of the 24-hour day, I doubled my sales. $661.49 I ended with. So I made what, by turning off that stuff, I got that quick reaction. The first 7 hours made exactly what I made the previous 17 hours. Yeah. So I just woke up. I'm doing math slow. So got that immediate reaction. But I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving it like this because they've killed my volume game with the issues. So I've got to get as much out of each one. So if I only sell 20 items a day, at least I'm getting close to full value for them. And I can't worry about the volume game if they're not allowing me to play it. So I did sleep in this morning. Right now, it is 10:20. And my morning does not look much different than every other disappointing morning. I mean, it's a little better than most of the disappointing mornings. $113 at 10:20. That sounds like a normal number I usually give when I'm like, man, it seemed like there was a shutdown overnight, but I'm not playing the volume game anymore, so I don't know if that's a true thing anymore. So from 12 till about 7 a.m., I got nothing come through. But I can't make those forecasts anymore if I'm not playing the volume game. But then again, was I really playing it before when the site wasn't working? I was just giving stuff away for cheaper. When I turned it off and did the changes yesterday, I wish I should have wrote it down. I don't remember how many organic / promoted I had, but it was a low organic number. I want to say like 6 or something. It was low. I ended with 40 items sold, 16 organic, 24 promoted. Down from the previous day with the impressions, 1.7 million down to 1.3, almost 1.4 million. And there's another full price item that just sold. That would have sold for $10.49. Now just sold for $14.99. So, promoted page views, 962 yesterday, compared to 1442 the day before, and 1367 the day before. But then on a bad day, 1129, 829. So, not much of a difference, but guess what? I'm getting full value or close to. I mean, I'm accepting offers, but the offers that are coming in, for the most part, instead of sending an offer for $6 or $7 on a $10 hat, they're sending a $10 offer on a $15 hat. So, this morning right now, let me refresh since that one just sold, if they just paid. See if it registers yet. Yes, 8 items sold, 4 organic, 4 promoted. And that promoted should only be about 9% unless it has some of the residuals, which can linger depending on where it was placed on eBay, whether it was on a watch list. So there are variables that will still have me some promoted coming in at 15 here and there. But the ones that came in last night all read 9 that I did see, and a lot of them didn't have no promoted at all. So now that was 116. We are up to 128. $128 at 10:30. So close to my low end. I'm getting full value. I got less to ship. Another thing I did yesterday differently, and I'm going to do it here too. Why not? I'm using eBay to ship or print my labels. It's the same price except for international, so I use Pirate Ship for international. So I'm just going to use eBay to ship. Maybe that will generate activity in the eBay, my eBay account. I'm going to try it and see. So I did it last night. I mean, it's pretty simple. Still doesn't take too much time longer once you have the numbers in your head. I mean, you got to type them in every time. It doesn't look like, at least I haven't found anything yet where you can set, like on stamps, I can just hit CD ground or hat ground and all the dimensions are already there. I guess I could probably go in and, I don't know if I'm doing flat rate shipping. I don't know if I can go in and put dimensions in on the shipping. I'll have to check in on that. I never really looked into. I think you can only do that with, I don't know. Actually don't know. So I have to look into that one. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. And this is the reaction I'm getting thus far. And I'm just going to keep it like this. And now, see, now I got a counter offer for a hat. That's $14.99. They countered offer 10 instead of 7 or 8 at $10.49. Reconnect your web interpret account to eBay. Why? What happened? This usually occurs when eBay login credentials are reset. Okay, well, I will do that upstairs because it's all set up upstairs on that computer. So let me accept this offer for $10. If I can't play the volume game, then I'm going to play, give me my highest dollar amount you can for my items. And that's what I'm doing. All right. But I do have 20 items here. So that's about the same as it has been in the mornings. So. And I even did ship not too late last night, but did some shipping last night after all this started popping off, just so I could start getting the hang of the eBay shipping. So we're going to see what happens. At least what it's going to allow me to do is not think. I don't know what the reaction is going to be, but hey, I'm getting full value for most of my items, so I'm fine with it. And then I can just concentrate on other things for the day. Cross-listing, listing on eBay, and listening to the music that's playing and actually enjoying it. And stop being stuck in my head thinking, what can I do next? What can I do next? How can I do this? How can I beat the algorithm? How can I get around the errors? And it's not going to happen, James. I'm just beating my head against the wall is all I'm doing. So until things are fixed, you're getting very little money from me, 9%. I mean, hell, most of the averages are above that now, especially with hats. Hats are like 15. Some of them are 16%. I'm like, you're freaking nuts. So I turned it down. Done. You're not getting no more high dollars from me. It's not going to happen. And I want full value for my items. If I've got to suffer through this stuff, I've got to make the best of it I can. So we'll see what happens. I might, since a lot of the items I kind of list high, knowing they're going on sale for 30% off. So maybe periodically I will see something and maybe I'll check the comps and lower the price. If something is too high, just to get more in line with, not putting the sale on and getting more in line with the actual pricing of things. So. And what I kind of expected was my oddballish type of stuff to sell for the $14.99. The stuff that I probably only one that has that item online type of thing. And for the most, probably would say maybe half, not half, maybe a third of this stuff. I could see that without looking each one up. So. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving eBay money down, 9%, sales off. Whatever happens, at least I'm making more money per item. And boom. I mean, maybe too much in that broken system hurts you. Sales. Dynamic promotions. I mean, I never got good results out of that anyway. Too high of promotions, then don't know how to balance your organic with the promoted. I don't know. That's the questions. Nobody knows. I don't think eBay even knows. So, what you gonna do? So we're gonna ride this out because I'm not gonna worry about it or think about it anymore because I'm tired of it. All right, let's get into some comments and questions on the old YouTube. And why are 2 channels open? I guess he was listening to something. Alrighty. I put up the second St. Vincent's video last night. Those don't get very many views. 695 overnight. Number 9 on my list of 10, the top 10. All right. Questions and comments. I got dust all over my screen. All right, let's see. Today so far, eBay 1 sale, Mercari 5 sales. Spending the day cross-listing to Mercari just started a few days ago. I will still list on eBay, but I'm not going to stress or waste my time on eBay. Yeah, I mean, is it quicker to list on Mercari than eBay for you? I'm using the Vendu. Like I said, I've got the affiliate link below if you want to use it. Save 25% off on your first months. You can try it for free for like 5 items to see if you like it. And I'm going to make a video once I get into the groove, which I'm kind of in the groove now. But so I'll make a video soon on how I'm cross-listing but it's quick. And it's quicker for me to list on eBay and then pull it to Vendu and put it on Posh. And then, like I said, I'll start playing with Macari once I really feel like I have a rhythm down with Posh. And then I'll throw in throw in Macari and start getting the stuff. Because once it's in Vendu, it's there. So I put it on Posh. I can come back later and put it on Macari. It's still there. So it won't take no extra time to import it again or anything like that. So I feel you. Let's see. Yes, yeah, this is the first time since selling on eBay in the past 5 years that I have ventured into other selling apps. Poshmark and Macari is what I chose. Well, I have been resisting cross-listing, but eBay, with all the glitches, is forcing me to start and to use the competitors. They are shooting themselves in the foot. What a bunch of incompetent people running eBay. Thanks for the great content. Look at me. I should not have to cross-list to survive. I should be doing 70 to 100 items a day. And actually, with getting ready to hit 52,000 items, I may be over that threshold by now. This is what I was doing a little over 2 years ago with probably 40,000 items, 35, 40,000 items. I was hitting 100 a day. So at 52, I could, if you take my store today and put it back 2.5 years ago, I could be over 100 a day right now. If it's forcing me to do it, because on most days I can't even hit my bottom line, what I like to be at, come on, It's scary what they're doing, what they have done to the site. It's not doing to the site. It's what they've already done to the site, which is just totally incompetent and jacked up. eBay screwed the search several years ago. Yeah, it's been really noticeable the last, I want to say 6 months, the search when it comes to the international stuff showing up before that. And then, yesterday, again, trying to find my items, even in my seller hub, in my inventory. It's there 1 minute, it's not the next. I was searching because I was bringing stuff down to list it and put it in, say, T9. So I typed the SKU number contains T9. Normally, everything in that tote comes up. About half of what came up. And I'm like, man, is that all this stuff is not listed? So I started taking out and thinking that was legit. Okay. And then I got this pile of hair. And I go, you know what? I'm just going to spot check this. I type in one of the titles that I took out. It's there. It's T9. But yet it didn't show up in my search on T9. Refresh the page, do it again, then they all show up. I'm like, really? But this is happening on the eBay search too. When I look for something, it's there 1 second, it's not the next. It's there, it's not. It's amazing how jacked up it is. It's been unreliable ever since. The further down the rabbit hole the item specifics, the worse it gets. Example, yes. And I will tell you, before I think they fired all those long-term good representatives, I heard from three different reps about how they're just going too crazy with the item specifics. So, can a plaid shirt be a dress shirt? How flat are women's flats? Exactly what does a dress shoe look like? Ultimately, it's all subjected to be efficient. Exactly. Everything they do is just whack-a-mole. It's almost like they're trying to appease the instant shopper, right? Almost like watching this video. If you don't catch them in the first 5 seconds, you're not going to have them. I think they're trying to play that game. So I understand what they're trying to do, but they failed miserably at it. They're trying to get it so exactly what that person wants comes up, no matter if they type in one word or 2 words, they want to try to figure out exactly what that person's thinking in their head, and it's not going to happen. There's another, it looks like it was an offer I took, but it was a higher offer. So, yeah, I mean, all right, let's see. Wish we had bin stores in the UK. All we seem to have is charity shops overpriced and trade in stores like Cash Generator. Yeah, it's always fascinated me about other countries. Like, that's why America, people, I think that's one of the reasons that makes America the country that everybody wants to kind of flock to. And I may be saying this because I'm biased from the 80s. Grew up, I was a teenager in the 80s. Excess. We probably got the biggest trash dumps. I don't know, China might have the biggest trash dumps. But a lot of theirs might be because of failed stuff. We probably got the biggest trash dumps of purchased material in the world. So there is an overabundance of used merchandise in this country that from not physically seeing, but from what I've heard, is unlike anywhere else in the world. I mean, you see the stuff I find. Like, where would you go in a place like UK to find that stuff? Do they ship it out of the country to kind of keep their country cleaner? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just don't have that over excess of stuff there. I don't know. So. Same exact pattern, 2 almost 1K days, Saturday and Sunday, yes, and total $80 that day. Today, $80. It's literally insanity to expect any different at this point. And yesterday, it broke me again, especially after how crappy it was by 7 o'clock, only like $350. I broke, and hopefully it'll be a positive break. So, thanks for reading our comments on future videos. I appreciate your help. You make us all feel like family. We are here for you. Take care and do something relaxing to keep your mind sane from the eBay beast. I think me breaking yesterday was kind of my insanity going to sane. My moment of clarity. My moment of just give me all the money you can for the little items I'm getting. If I'm only going to get a limited items shown in a limited number of spaces across limited places on the eBay world, then I want full price. And like some of you guys said, the value of my store just went up 30% across the board. So will I start getting better placements because it looks like my account can generate more money? But I turned my 15 down to 9. So now they're not going to get as much. Well, they're probably going to get just the same if I get full value. I'd have to do the math for sure on that. But will that look better in the eBay algorithm? Only time will tell. And it's less for me to ship also. So until stuff is more stable, that's what I'm doing. Sales non-existent on Saturday and most on Sunday. It's another thing where I'm using the volume I have to hopefully make the money I need to make in lesser items, and hopefully the volume will save me again at this point. So, sales non-existent on Saturday and most of Sunday. See, I was opposite until 9 p.m. Eastern, when I got about 6 sales in 3 hours. I have 300 listings with an average item about $50 or so. So I like to have 4 or 5 sales per day minimum during the summer slow season, so that I'm at 200 to 300 minimal per day. Normally summer weekends I do 7 to 10 sales per day. I find the recent long weekend stretches without a sale as suspicious, to be sure. Posh really needs to get you an advertising deal. No, they need to really give me some sales. I am sharing like crazy over there. Well, yeah, I am sharing like crazy over there. and yet nothing's selling. And I'm lower. I am selling it, putting it over there at a lower price at my 30% off price on eBay. So today, when I cross list, I'm putting it over there at the full price. So maybe it will be a value, perceived value. Maybe Poshmark is more of a perceived value place. We'll see. No sales on eBay for 2 days since impressions moved up. Go figure, 2 stores, no sales. Here we go again. Yeah, because my sales went down when the impressions went up. And that is a normal problem before. When you would have those spikes of impressions up, those would be my lowest sale days. So something never jives correctly in the balance. Is it just me, or does eBay make sure you have enough sales to cover your subscription at the end of the month? Well, my subscription is only $300, so I hope I have more than $300 by the end of the month. It's not just you, somebody said. All right. Sunday was incredibly dead for me. You're going to have to start saying 5 days selling on Posh. That was today. 5 days selling on Posh. By the way, this managing your store and activity isn't going to work on Poshmark. They don't even know who is on the site most of the time. Welcome to the chaos. Yeah, that's what I kind of noticed over there. There's so much that it feels like a wild, wild west on Poshmark. eBay is like over categorized, where it feels like Posh is the wild, wild west, where there's only one. And it feels like eBay in the young days, but yet it's harder to get sales there, type of thing. It's weird. $1,900 the last 2 days means working for you, James. Yeah, the Saturday and Sunday was a little bit off though, but I was on vacation with my kids last week or so, but saw a video. You had $100 at like 3 or 3:30. Said, okay, watch this video because now it's getting serious. But honestly, as long as time subbed and commenter, if you went from 100 to 900 or 950, you're fine. And if you do 100 for a day, that would be concerning. But even if only 400, I know not comfortable zone, but you can't say it's broken. Even with 50, all right, I'm not even going. I can't say it's broken if I do $400 a day. Yeah, I can actually. When I probably should be doing over 1,000 a day, 400's broken. Making good money and still moaning. Maybe you should go to business school so you can see. You guys don't have to respond to people because people don't understand. They probably don't even sell. And if they do, it's probably like one item. They might have 5 in their store within a month's time. But you guys responded. Maybe you should go to school so you can understand what operating expenses are. Let's see, that was one comment. Well, you got 3 of you guys went after him, huh? He's relaying what's going on with the site, and thank God he does, as I see the same. It's stressful figuring it out on your own. Large biz has bigger overheads to break even. And then the third one you jumped in, let's see. Should not rely on one platform, then a good businessman always thinking ahead instead of always complaining. Okay, so that one's not on my side either. Your comment proves that you haven't watched his most recent videos. And that's the problem. They don't watch the videos. They see a title, and actually they're commenting on my comment. They're not even watching the video. And that's what I look to, is these people don't watch the videos. If you watched every video and hear the daily things, you would see the patterns and understand it. And people don't like to most people don't like to put in that time. They just like to pull out the negative so they can be negative, right? I think so. They only need one word to make them go into negative mode, where I like at least have to have 50% of my sales missing to be negative. Okay, maybe more like 30%, but still, at least there's a little bit more of a threshold there. But SKU is useless on Poshmark because you can't see it in your closet. No, I'm using the SKU on eBay to type Poshmark PM in my SKU, not for Poshmark itself. It's more for Vendoo and eBay, so I don't double list something. Because when an item sells, it will delist. But if you end an item on eBay, it won't delist it on Poshmark. So if I end and sell similar, and then those new things, and I accidentally pull, and then it won't be an accident, it's going to happen. I pull those items over again into Vendoo. I think on Vendoo I can see the SKU. But even if I can't, before I list it on Posh, I copy my title, search it in my eBay inventory so I can type PM in the SKU. And then if PM's already in the SKU, then I know it's already on Poshmark. And I know that if I'm going to list this new listing, since it's been relisted, onto Poshmark, I can just search it in Vendoo in the old one and then cross-list it again. Then it'll be synced again, if that makes sense. It may not if you're not experiencing Vendoo. I'm only like 5 days in, so I'm not experienced, but I'm experiencing Vendoo. So I'm just making a long-term game plan so I don't cross-list onto Poshmark. And then also, too, if I do end and relist and that item doesn't make it back into Vendoo anytime soon, but sells on eBay, then I go through my eBay solds every night, look for the PM, and make sure it ended on Vendoo, because if it did, then I know it ended on Posh. So that's why I use the SKU and PM in the SKU, is to kind of, so I don't double list onto Posh, and so I know, make sure that the item did end if it's sold on eBay. So that's what I use that for. And that may not have made sense, but hopefully when I make a video eventually, it'll make sense. I sold nothing on Saturday and Sunday, and only one thing today. Same here, no weekend sales at all. I work real hard on listing price reductions to get ready for weekend sales to wasted hours. There is a support ticket you can add your name to from the eBay Community Technical Issue Forum. I did that and it helped for 1 day. Now I'm back to no sales. So I'm going to stop here just so I can get some of this stuff shipped. But that's the problem, is the reps are in the dark just as much as we are. All they are damage control. They're the first line to make sure nobody gets past that first line. That's all they are. Just the reps are basically a big do not disturb sign behind the reps. And they can't go beyond that sign that says do not disturb. Their whole point is to keep you out there, and you can't fault them for it. You can fault eBay for it, but you can't fault the people who answer the phones for it, because they're as limited as we are. And in my case, and probably a lot of your guys' case who's been doing this for a long time, hell, probably not even that long. Probably if you've been doing this 5 years, you probably know more than what the rep who's answering the phone knows, because they've probably only been there for like 6 months. So all they're allowed to do is use the tools that they're given and say, here's your tools, here's the script. Keep them at bay. So, all right, let's get into this and get the stuff shipped and use eBay to do the shipping. All right. But first, let me check. So I was at 128. I'm at $150 at 1051. So I'm still down 14.8%. I still stay around that 15%. It's weird. And that kind of fits into the whole limiting. And like last month when I had that perfect, well, not perfect, but near perfect stretch, I think my highest I got up was 17.1%, I believe, was up. And now I'm back down to 14.8 below. So let me see what the organic promoted split is now. 4 organic, 5 promoted. So staying closer to the 50-50. So we'll see how that plays out throughout the day too. Which is going to be more money in my pocket. And being also that I'm going to all day now. It'll be the first full day where I do the shipping on eBay, I'll be able to go into my sales, hit today, and I can get a real sense of my selling costs. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Where, like, I checked last month, my sale cost was 27% on eBay, and that's not counting the shipping. I may have done a couple on shipping last month because of some issues, maybe. But for the most part, 27, that's higher than I like it to be. But that's because of all the piggybacking now that's going on with Promoted. So I have to do something, because that number has to stay below 25, because I think my shipping costs, I kind of log my shipping costs at like staying under 25. So I think together they were pushing 40. eBay cost and shipping costs. So I think those two numbers together at 40 and under is where my sweet spot needs to be. So I think when the piggyback promoting came aboard, that pushed me over that 40% threshold. So today I will be able to tell, and hopefully I'll try to remind myself so far this morning, after I'm done with these, where I'm at. Right now my selling cost is 13.5%. So that's definitely a lot lower. Normally it's like 19 to 23 right off the bat. But since I lowered it down to 9%, we'll see the difference. So 13.5. After I'm done shipping, I hope that number is under 40. And that's where I want to keep it. So I'm going to leave that page open so I can try to come back to that. Try to remember to come back to that. And then we'll check. So I want to be definitely under 40. And then that means there's more profit in the area. And I got another, that was an offer I took for that hat. So. All right, we got Island Park pen. Is that Idaho? So this was an offer for $5 I took, just because it's a pen. And it said my mailers are going to be here today. So I ordered a lot of mailers, so that may be why it took so long, because I ordered like 1,000 CDs. I probably ordered 200 or 300 of these. And I ordered like 100 of the bigger ones. And then I think another 100 of a bigger set. Or maybe 200 of those. So I ordered a big lot. So I'm guessing that's why it's taken 8 days to get to me. So I don't know if you guys ordered from Giro Pack, did you get your smaller shipments sooner than 8 days? Or not? And if you need some bubble mailers, the affiliate link is below. Nobody used it yesterday. Yesterday was my first day where did one person use it? Or was that the day before? I don't even remember now. I don't keep track that close. But if you need some bubble mailers, Giro Pack below, use Urban Picker. Use my link, use Urban Picker code, checkout, and save 10%. So this is going to Utah and sold for $5. Oh, yeah, they were... See if they got back to me, Giro Pack, because they asked me if I wanted to do... Okay, it says, sounds great. How about showcasing or talking about our products in your future videos on a weekly basis? I think I do that almost on a daily basis, don't I? Of course, the specific content style and duration depends on your preference. Even some small integrations that last 1 to 3 minutes are also good. How much can you really say about my show? Well, I'll be using them. So that's kind of technically, we'll ship shipping mailers to you accordingly to your liking. How does that sound to you? I will respond back later, because I'll be like, well, you'll watch my videos. I think I talk about you guys pretty much. So you are common. It's going to be a common place because I use them. So why not try to get that little affiliate money and save you guys some money, because it saves me some money. So it's all good. So the only thing about eBay is I got to know all the measurements and stuff. So I need to write the little cheat sheet on these. So let's see. So it's going to take me a little bit longer today because I want to make sure I'm doing everything right before I get into a groove with this stuff. So that looks about right. So oh, and I did another thing yesterday. I raised all my shipping costs 25 cents. I haven't raised my shipping costs in a long time. And that was just another thing. I go, you know what? I'm raising my shipping costs 25 cents across the board. If somebody wants to buy one, they're going to pay 25 cents more. But like on the CDs, the media, if they buy two, they're going to get free shipping. So if they buy 3 hats, they're going to get free shipping. So it's going to that's the way the future is going to be for small stuff. Is it going to be a volume game? You've got to move. If you can't do volume piece by piece, let's try to do volume lot by lot. But before I get to lot by lot, I want to try build your own lots type of deal, so, something like that. Next up, we got, are you ready? Hey, speaking of, a cassette lot. But it looks like they sent offers on these because it looks like they paid for shipping. So we got Beethoven, George Winston, and Moonlight Classics cassettes. Altogether, $13.77 plus shipping on this. So they must have sent offers on them. I don't remember. So I'll tell Pack, I'll pretty much talk about you in every video. Well, while I'm packing, I'll say something. And then every time I place an order, I will make a video of me placing the order. So, because if you think about it, I get a bonus like that too, because I don't get YouTube revenue on that. If it's if I mark those as a paid sponsor type of video. So never mind, scratch that thought. All right, onward, purchase shipping label. If you have any knowledge, like I might make this quicker for me, since this is my first time really playing with it, let me know. You kind of seeing what I'm doing. So I'm typing in the ounces, which I learned you can't type points in. And then I had this memorized yesterday. I need to write them down. It was like 9 by 7. Yes, that sounds right. 9 by 7. So I got to see if I can put those in even with the fixed price shipping. U.S. Media Mail. Curious to see if I got any international, since I had those 7 hours overnight with nothing. Orders. All right. And this is kind of I feel like when things are bad, like my head's not happy unless my first mode is to figure it out. Don't blame somebody else, figure it out. And that's why I experiment so much. Because I don't like sitting here thinking eBay's controlling it. Even with the sites totally aired out, and technically it's being controlled because of the issues, I don't like to sit here and think they're controlling it. How can I benefit from the site being a mess? So that's why I just came up with all those changes consistently. So to try to put that to bed for a while, that's why I went this route. And that's why this little change here, shipping with on eBay. Maybe it's activity on the account, and maybe it'll do something. If not, it's at least change for me, and I did something. Even if it's pointless, I did something. So we got a Wings Live and Let Die 45, sold for $10, full asking price. I like it. Now this is headed to Canada, so I'll use pirate ship for this. Because I'm not paying $13 or whatever to ship this to Canada. So back out of that. It's going to be down at the bottom. Yep. P, we got $9.99. 664. 9.99. 4. So I'm curious to see how long what the results will be by the end of the day. Because I feel since 7 p.m. last night till 11 a.m. this morning, everything still seems, the number-wise, money-wise, value-wise, is pretty much the spot on to my other average days lately. So, curious to see if it goes down or if it goes up. If it goes down because the change is old now, or if it goes up because I'm getting fuller value for my items. Or does it still plateau at the same, but yet I have less to ship and I have less shipping costs? We will see. Next up, we got, are you ready for a headline? Yeah. Napide or something like that. Came in and bought both hats. So I'm guessing he works for the company or some sort. Both together, they were offers yesterday. So both together for look like $13. Yeah. So $13 for both of these. Headed to Summit, Illinois. Summit, Illinois. I think those came in before the change, I think. No, I think it was after the change, but since you got two, I'm like, yeah, I'll give them to him. Because he's probably the only person who would buy them for me. I gotta go by the pet store. Remind myself, go by the pet store after the post office and get some doggy shampoo. She's been itching like crazy. And before I go get Apoquil, because that stuff's expensive, and then I have to pay for a pet visit first before they'll give it to me. So it'd be like $700 plus the Apoquil. So I'm gonna give her a real good scrubbing first to make sure it's nothing like that. She don't like it, but if it gives her relief, she'll like that. All right, $4.74 sounds right. It doesn't take too much longer to ship on here. It's definitely quicker than Pirate Ship. And not as quick, but almost as quick as the other one. All right, this sold yesterday after the fact. We've got Hollywood's hottest kinky scenes. So kinky. Hi, baby. What you doing tonight? Hi. I got some chocolate syrup. You want to get kinky? Yes. Bring over your swing if you know what I mean. Sorry. All right. DVD, full asking price. Before they would have bought this at $13.99. Sold at $19.99. I got some whipped cream. I got some Cool Whip. Sorry. All right. We got 4. 9 by 7. And will ground be cheaper? It looks like it. Well, let's see. Hold on. Ground is cheaper. We got, yay! We got a full price hat sale again. If not anything else, it feels good selling a DVD for $20 as opposed to $14, right? It feels good selling a hat for $15 as opposed to $10. It just feels better. It just feels better. This offer came in last night. After I turned it off, I'm like, oh yeah, you're getting that. So $10 for this Red Hawks hat. This hat's been in my store for 5 years. I can tell is the background. It's an old background I used to use with checkerboard. 5 years. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Because Jan was in the room at that time. She's like, even if they send an offer, just go 50 cents higher. Just on every one, go 50 cents higher. I would do it if I was wanted something. And then this one came through and I go, I'm not asking for 50 cents higher on this one. This thing's been in the store for 10 years. They're going to give me $10. Or 5 years, sorry. They're going to give me $10. They're getting it for $10. I'm not going to be greedy and say $10.50. Ain't going to happen on that. I go, I'll use the threshold on depending on how low the offer is. And then also compared to if the promotion is being used. If the promotion's being used, and it's only like $7, I'll go $7.50 and see what happens. But if they say $7 and I'm not paying the promoted fee, I'm taking it. 7, 8 by 6 by 4. Ground advantage. Oh, yeah, so that's sold for $10 headed to Troy, Michigan. So hopefully what this will allow me to do is be a hell of a lot happier, more positive in these videos. And start concentrating better on, how's cross-shipping going for me and stuff like that, right? Solutions as opposed to just pointing out the problems and just feeling like we have to live with it, which we do. It's just frustrating. So I'm tired of being frustrated. So this offer came in, and this hat would have been sitting in my store for $10.50 with my 30% off, and an offer came in for $12. I took it. U.S. Open. Yeah. Sold for $12. Headed to Hackensack, New Jersey. So, I'm just going to concentrate or just think about, if it pops in my head, and just think, I'm getting higher price per item. More money per item, giving eBay less money. Giving eBay less money, making more money per item. That's going to be my mentally saving point from here on out until the site appears to be working again. And then if it's working again, do I change it? Because hopefully when it's working again, I still have more sales and I'm making better profit. And I just stick with the whole, Hopefully, though, what I want to happen when the site's working better is to get more of the 2 or more media, because you get free shipping. Get my bulk buyers back, because that seems like the biggest miss that's been going on since this stuff is the amount of bulk buyers I used to have. And I can't pinpoint if I did anything to make that change, or if it's just something that's going on, I can't figure out. Or just maybe the climate's changed, on something like that. I don't know. That could be it too. I like to concentrate on the things you can change because times change. So you always have to change. And I'm afraid that the eBay problems, it's pulling you into that rabbit hole, at least pulling me into that rabbit hole so deep that I'm missing other things that are changing with the climate, not the climate, but the climate of reselling and online selling and stuff like that. Are things going past me because I'm not paying attention, because I'm so focused on the problems with the eBay website? So hopefully this will allow me to stand back, take a broader scope of things going on, and give more positive or more beneficial information going forward. So next up, we've got, I always sell these when I get them. I get them at the bins. Bug juice hat. I don't even know what bug juice is. I never even looked it up. So I'm guessing it's some kind of fruit juice or something, I guess. But an offer for $8 came in, so I took it. $8. Now, there was one thing that came in. They had 4, and I offered back like $8. So I was just trying to remember if that was it or not, but I don't remember. That is headed to Aberdeen, South Dakota. Yeah, I'm going to go in today and see if I can put these dimensions in somehow, even though I have flat rate shipping. I'm going to try that. That'd be nice if I can do that. That'll save a lot of time right there. Because then I only have to change it if I have to change this. They ordered 3 and it has to go into a little bit bigger box or something. So the onesies will be the same, basically. We are full. Next up, we've got another sold at full length price, and that is the Colt Live at the Marquee with the bonus disc, I believe, right? But the Colt self-titled with Live at the Marquee is, yeah, Live at the Marquee is the bonus disc, which needs a little resurfacing. So. The problem with this case is totally broke, but this is the original case with this little sticker on it, so I don't want to get rid of that. So I'm going to send them a double case along with it, just in case they want to change it out. So then they have the option. If they want to change the case, they can. But don't seal it, James, because it needs resurfaced. So sold for $20. Yes? Or was it $25? Hold on. Yeah, $25. So $25. And headed to Tucson, Arizona. $25. That was one of the first items that sold when I turned everything off. And so that made me happy when I saw the $25 CD come in. Like, yes. That makes me happy. All right, you're going to, yeah, ground's going to be more expensive. But you are a $25 CD, so do I go the extra 30 cents to go ground above medium mail? Does ground get less damage than media? I would think still, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them since it's $25 CD to ground. I know there's been plenty of times where like eBay shipping has not worked. A lot of you guys complained about. So, but when it's working, it seems pretty efficient at least. This was, I believe, a found on Friday item. American Horror Story, 5th season. Sold several seasons of this already. Sold for $8.09. Headed to York, Pennsylvania. So 6, 9, 7. And medium ale will be the way to go. Bam. Next up, we've got Flash. Adventures of Flash Gordon on cassette tape. Sold for $6.30. Better than $4.19. That's going international, so we'll do pirate ship on that. Headed to Peru. It won't let me cancel. All right, here's the first bug I found. Now it's got me trapped in here. So now I'm going to have to, I guess, go to ebay.com and start all over again. So it trapped me. Caught in a trap, and I can't walk out because I love you too much, babe. Sorry. I'm surprised those videos didn't get popped by YouTube. At least not yet, anyway, because you can hear some music in the background. The St. Vincent de Paul video. All right, Adventures of Flash going to Peru. Sold for $6.29 to be exact. $6.29. Cassette tape. Yeah, of course. It's telling me the address is too long. It's got to be a pain in the booty hole. This is the problem now. I mean, how can you change their address when they're telling you what their address is? It's like, let me see if Stamps will accept it. Probably not. If Pirate Ship's not accepting it, Stamps probably not going to accept it. It is easier to change in Stamps, though. The only problem is the shipping costs more. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave Stamps open and do the Pirate Ship change single. So I can copy and paste from there, make it easy. Name, address, thought it would bring up the rest of it, but not. Lima, Peru. Oh wait, do I need to put on, hold on, Peru. Peru, there we go. And I don't know if Lima is a state or if it's freaking, I don't know. Let's put this other part in Santa Anita. Let's put Santa Anita in the city. Put this in the company. Put Santa Anita there. And that should make it short enough. Do they got a zip code? 43? Is that their zip code? Look back over here. It trapped me in again. Yeah, 43. This rarely happens, thankfully, because it's a pain in the butt when it does. Okay. Now, what was it, 629? And I think I have to add the tracking number now. Pain in the booty hole. Pain in the booty hole. Stamp saved me there. Copy and paste. All right. Add tracking. Now the only problem with this tracking number is it will not change automatically. So they're going to email me and go, why does my item say it was delivered in Illinois? And I'll have to update it with the updated tracking number. All right. Next up, we've got DJ Woo Kid and Tony Hayo, Drug User Handbook. CD sold for $20, full asking price. All right, headed to Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii. All right. I clicked the wrong thing. All right. 4, 9 by 7. Of course, they paid priority. Wow. Yeah, they paid $10.25 priority, cost me $9.77. So that little adding 25 cents kind of paid off there too. So priority it is. Still don't know how fast priority is to Hawaii though. All right. Next up, we've got Missouri Botanical Garden hat, sold for $9.50. I meant to do that. This is what the prices would have been before I did what I did yesterday. $10.50 plus I use a 10% off coupon at checkout. $9.50 for the hat, basically. $9.44 to be technical, but you know what I mean. All right. Purchase shipping label. 7, 8 by 6 by 4. That's my hat boxes. I need a sponsor for hat boxes. Definitely need some hat boxes for free. Next up, we've got a jack-o'-lantern t-shirt. Get that Halloween stuff listed. Sold for full asking price, $15. And headed to Parksburg, West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road. Definitely gonna have to make cheat sheets, so I don't have to memorize all this stuff. So we just do like a 12 by 9. 8, 12 by 9, and we'll just do like a 3. We'll be fine on that. And this has slowed down drastically, hasn't it? Remember that cassette soundtrack that I said I had like 200, probably over 200 of? Sold 3 to one person the other day. Somebody just sent me an offer. It might be the same person. They want 10 of them times $4, $40. Yes. Yes. Take them, please. Oh, that makes me feel good. Yeah, it's the same person. Oh, yes. My savior. Hell yeah. 40 bucks. So that was like, what did I sell the first ones for? $14. So $54 off these tapes that I've had for 15 plus years that I've never sold one of. And it took one person in the span of 5 days to spend $55 with me on those cassettes. That's why I do what I do. That's why I love selling what I sell. That is awesome. That was cool as hell. That made me happy. That made my day right there. I can't be mad at nothing now today. Well, I can. Like something really bad happened. Like to my puppy or something. Then I'd really be mad. Village People cassette. Sold for $350. I took an offer on that apparently. But it could have been days ago because I don't remember it. All right, $350. We're moving on from those $350 days though. Okay, mailers. We're moving on from the 350 days, unless you buy like more than one or something. Or I'm having a really bad sale day. And I was like, oh, I'll just take it, please. I'll take anything. I just put in the same dimensions as a CD mailer for these. Okay, ground is cheaper. Sorry about this extra long video. I just want to make sure I get to the end so I can see my costs. Even though it's going to be a little bit off now that I've sold several items since we started this video. Maybe I go check it now. I only got 3 hats and a shot glass here left. Let's see where we're standing. Want it to be under 40%. So we were at 13.5. We're at 41.7. So not quite under 40. But we'll be able to tell tomorrow what today was at the end of the day. So but it's 11:30. We're at $194. So, and then with the shipping, that 194, being everything's not shipped yet though, is $99. So now it's running 43.7 since I just updated it. So doing it like this, all I have to transfer to make all my bills, lowest dollar is $291. So as long as that net sales says $291 by the end of the day, that's all I need to make my payroll, Jan's payroll, Adrian's payroll, storage fees, the bills, the cell phone, blah, blah, blah. So 291 net sales since I'm doing the shipping through here. So we'll call it 3 just because I'm doing international on the other one. So that's a little variant of a difference. So we'll just call it 3. Probably going to be technically a little over 3 on certain days, but we'll just call it 3. So as of right now, it's 100. So it seems like it's an easier goal to achieve with asking more of the full price for my items. 4 Loco hat sold for $15 to 0 feedback. People always question, do I sell to zero feedback people? The zero feedback's not really the people I worry about unless they're sending an offer on shoes. It's usually the people who are under 50 feedback period. The 1 to 50 people I worry about the most. They're the ones who's usually trying to stir up something or will leave a negative without contacting you, etc., etc. We'll get these 3. I'll rework my numbers today and see, actually, after the first full day, I'll know exactly where I need to be. So I'll reevaluate some of my numbers tomorrow, 8 by 6 by 4, when it comes to costs and stuff and where I need to be for sure. So maybe I was off with 40%. Maybe I need to recheck that to make sure I was right. Because it's been a while since I've done those numbers. I just know the dollar amounts for sure. Those are 100 absolutes. My percentages could have been off or can be off by now or something like that. I mean, we have had increases in postage and fees and stuff, so I'll rework the numbers and see. All right. Real Foot Lake, Tennessee. Shot glass. Took an offer this morning on this for $4. It's a shot glass, so it's going to be cheap. Just trying to think. I always got so much information and numbers in my head. It can be easily confused. So, especially if I haven't done numbers in a while on a certain topic or so. But for some reason, 40% was always stuck in my head. But that could have been a 4-year-old freaking number, since I haven't really done those numbers in a while. We know how much postage has gone up since then. 9, 8 by 6 by 4. Don't pop up in my way. I'm trying to print. You get 2 pop-ups in a row in my way. I'm trying to print here, people. Yeah, this is taking just a tad bit more now. Oops. Sit up. Next up, we got Royal Caribbean hat. Sent an offer for $10, so I took it. They probably would have sent an offer for $7 yesterday, being like prices were cheaper. All right, that's headed to Australia. So we're going pirate ship on this one. Royal Caribbean. There we go. Hat. 6, 10, 6. And then we got one more. And then I'll get out of your hair. This is an extra long video today. After we relook at the numbers and see where I'm at. So I can start getting a feel for it. I like my numbers. I like my numbers. Numbers are my friend. Numbers can be friendly. If you know your numbers, It's a lot easier to stay out of trouble when you know your numbers. Final, we got an insane NCAA finals hat. Sold for $12.25. Okay, 7, 8, 5, 6, 5, 4. Come on. All right, so we got 4 items for a total of $80.66, not shipped. So that's $81 not shipped. Total number 194. And what's today? So with eBay fees and shipping, we're at 48.3%, and not even all the items are shipped yet. So we're going to be around 50%. So 50%, yeah, I guess that's about right, because then that would still be about a 720 day. I'd still need about 720. Delete 50% of that. Or this is consisting of fees from the stuff that's... Is it the stuff that's sold today? Yeah, I guess it would be. But it's taken... yeah, because this money will be set up for tomorrow's payment. But the fees come out of the funds, total funds. I've got to figure this out and think about it. Because I know the funds that go in tomorrow are going to be low, because it was kind of the switch over day, if you will. I have to play with the numbers and make sure everything's kosher, but it should be. It makes sense. It's starting to make sense. So thanks everybody for watching. Now we'll see you all in the next video. Later.